Hey guys, it's Irad, and today we are once again going to cover what is going on with Star Citizen Alpha 3.18, and precisely, I want to talk about the game's farms, which I know sounds strange because they may not have been the most exciting places of the verse. I'm talking about places like Bountiful Harvest on Daymar, Gallet Family Farm on Celine, Buzz Growery on Utopia, and Glen Farm on Walla. Those are places where you can buy and sell some distilled spirits, processed food, and these are obviously not the most lucrative commodities in the verse, although they may be okay if you are looking to make a quick buck. However, in my most recent game sessions, that you can also find on Twitch, the link is in the description down below, I found out that these farms do contain some hidden treasures in the form of weapon crates, something that you would not necessarily think of when you think of farms. And not only do they include some really interesting loot, but they also are void of Armistice Zone, unlike some of the larger outposts, meaning that anyone you would meet there could potentially kill you if they are not afraid of getting a crime stat, or worse, if the cover ray is turned off. Now, before we continue, I am going to ask you for a favor if you have not done so. If you enjoy this channel's content, please consider helping me out by clicking the subscribe button and giving this video a like. It really helps so much with the YouTube algorithm. It is really the best thing you can do to help the channel, and it only costs a second of your time. If you want to find me on other platforms, I am also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Dailymotion. You will find the links in the description below. So, as always, when you are looking for loot, make sure to be on the lookout for these raid crates. These are the ones that are going to contain the items that can be used in combat, such as weapons, but also armor. I have noticed quite a few rare items there, ranging from subscriber items to weapons that are not available in game shops, to then executive items, which are those gold items that you get to earn if you spend a certain sum of money on the game. I think it is actually awesome that it's possible to find them in loot crates as well, because it shows that these items are not only accessible behind a paywall, but by playing the game as well. The other thing that I wanted to say is that these places are dangerous, as mentioned before. There is no Armistice Zone, and therefore your ship might be blown up. This is especially true if there are some valuables inside. Remember that thanks to persistent entity streaming, ship cargo and wrecks now persist, and therefore your wreck might be valuable for a group of rogues who might want to salvage your ship or even steal your cargo. Keep in mind that the destruction of a vehicle now gives its perpetrator a crime stat 2, which can be paid off at any station. It also won't get the criminal killed if inspected by security forces either. However, if you kill a member of such a gang that would not have had a crime stat yet, then they might press charges against you, making you, the victim, the actual crime stat criminal in the eyes of the law. So if something like this happens to you, remember to play it smart. Use the chat to negotiate a way out if you care about the gear that you are wearing and want to make it out alive. Or if you spend all of your money in your cargo, you may want to negotiate as well to avoid risking everything. I know that there are a lot of people out there who would disagree and would rather lose everything and get a crime stat 3 for good measure and have the satisfaction of a few kills, but in the end, in a game in which consequences play a major role in our future experiences, you may want to think twice before doing something that would worsen an already difficult predicament. That being said, I think that Cloud Imperial Games are doing this on purpose. The developers are always looking for ways for us to not only go to places that were previously void of much activity, but also for ways for players to engage with one another, whether that would be a hostile or in a cooperative way. And I think that adding such loot to such places is already attracting players eager to enrich themselves by selling what they would have found there, because I have found myself quite a few people doing so in those places, some even getting angry that all of the toys had already been collected, as you can see on the footage right there. If only I had brought an escort, it would have made for an interesting battle for sure. Anyway, that is all for this video, but let me know in the comment section down below, do you go to these farms? Are there any other interesting locations where you could find some rare toys? I'm thinking of, for example, of missile launchers or F-55s, or obviously Rex and drug labs are some of them, bunkers too, but perhaps you have other locations to share as well. What if you do? And subscribe to the channel, you will be in for a chance to win an Anvil Centurion. On Discord, we also have a video sharing contest that can earn you a Freelancer Max. You can simply enter by entering your name if you are a Patreon or a YouTube supporter. Anyway, a big shout out to everyone for watching this video until the end. Also, shout out to Dr. Fobin, Zero Crusher, and Wolfpipe Pug. It's been Irad, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. A premium video like this one takes a lot of time and effort to record and edit, and I am aware that you'd like to see more of these as much as I'd like to produce more as well. This is why I rely on YouTube and Patreon members as well as Twitch subscribers to keep the lights on and help me become one day a full-time content creator. The closer you help me achieve this goal, the more I can do for you. Together, we've already accomplished so much, and I cannot thank you enough for your support. You are making all of this possible.